was washing his car, and I was so attracted to him. He looked so clean and so nice, and I said, can I approach this? I just approached him. I started being friendly, and then I kind of chip in this little talk, and he said to me, Jesus Christ was a rabbi of his own time. Was a Messiah of his time. I said, what do you mean? I said, because every season, every period in life have a Messiah. There were people that came in. Moses, they all Messiahs. These people were Messiahs that came in. So for me, Nnamdi Kanu is the Messiah of our own time. He will do his job, he will fade away, and somebody else will be out there doing other things. At different times in our lives we get Messiahs, and it doesn't have to really be one Messiah. Now I understood, because a lot of people say, oh, they don't believe in Jesus Christ. And I said, no, it's not true. Not that we don't believe. There's no such thing as believe. That's what the way he put it. He said, there's nothing called belief. We know he was the Messiah, but he was a Messiah of his time. He came for a special purpose, and that purpose he has achieved it and moved on. The life continues. There were people before him. He named the other prophets that came in, and each of them was kind of a Messiah on a smaller scale. Not maybe not as large as the Master Jesus himself, who actually crossed the world. Even Muhammad was too a Messiah of his own time. All of them, they are Messiah, that's what they came to do. So that puts more light into what I want to say this morning. There are saboteurs out there who are crying and trying to castigate our leader. Go back in history and check all the Messiahs. They always had the same people fighting them. He could be in your midst. The person you're looking for, you are trying to look for, with Jesus, he will come. Keep waiting. You will see him come. What is he coming to do? He already given you a lesson, taught you what to do, and you expect him to come back again. He came here before and none of you accepted him. He was crucified. And you expect him to come back and get crucified the second time, because you will. You keep on waiting for him to come. Biafra is our thing. God has given us a place that we call our own. All we need to do is stand behind your leader, support him, and stop asking for what you cannot get. Cherish the one you have so that you can get more. You have something that you don't value, and you expect more to be added onto you. No. You have to appreciate the one that you have. Make sure that it's something that you appreciate. You give thanks for it. Then more will come to you. Saboteurs, the vultures are all coming out. That was what I spoke about yesterday, and I'm going to continue with it today, because I have a clip here that one of our brothers did that is so beautiful. He spoke very well, and I want you to listen to him, and we'll take it from there. The saboteurs, they are still everywhere. Believe me, they are there. We know that.
Hello, great Biafrans, freedom fighters, lovers of freedom, great people of Biafra. My people, I have come today again with reality. That is issue that I want to talk about right now. There is a video that I saw on internet where Clifford Iruanya and three ladies, they were yapping and discussing and gossiping, because I call them gossipers. We heard what they are saying. They are talking ill about themselves, not to our struggle. Now, you know that first lady, I think that she is the one that have the program. This lady is, we know during the time that our leader went to America, and this woman was grabbing our leader. This woman was jumping on top of our leader, and after that thing happened, because our leader knows people, our leader also come out in one of his broadcasts and begin to tell people that forget about how this lady was grabbing on me, that you should forget about it. And we all know why this lady has a problem, why they want to open a bank of Biafra, why it's not necessary, or it's not the way they plan it. And we know that everything was collapsed. That is why you see all of them, they are coming. They are doing everything, because all of them, they just want to come. They think, or they thought that Biafran restoration is a business. This is how a lot of people feel. because they don't know how it was started. They don't know the level of it. That is why you see everybody, they are doing whatever they want. And now we have seen them. Now we have seen that Clifford Iruanya, he came out and he was saying a lot of things. He was blabbing and he was gossiping. I called him a gossiper. Because if he is not a gossiper, why all this? Why, since Onyendu was in the prison and they released him, all these 2 years, 3 years, he never came out, so that people will begin to unlove or unfollow Onyendu. He never does that. Now that Onyendu come and said that Biafra, we will restore Biafra this year, now everybody are coming out now to fight. Yeah. Why did they find it so difficult? That because he said that Biafra will come this year, that is why everybody was coming out and showing all their characters. Now, for them that say that they want Biafra to come, is it how they want the Biafra to come? Now, let me proceed. This thing can be a part 1 and part 2 because they said a lot of things there. Now, I want you to understand thing. Do you know the one thing I want our people always ask themselves is this? Do you know why Odumegwu Ojukwu, our great leader, may he so rest in peace? Do you know the reason why we Biafran lost that war in 1967 to 1970? Do you know the reason why? This is the question you always have to be asking yourself. The reason why they lost the war is that the war was pushed on them. The war was forced on them. They were forced to carry arms. Why they never prepare anything? There is no preparation because they have to fight because the war was forced on them. And they don't have that time to propagate the issue of Biafra to the world, to let the world know what is going on in Biafra land. That is why you see Gowon kill over 5 million Biafran kids. That is why Gowon be able to blockade the food that coming to the Biafra land. The Biafran children, they starve to death. That is the reason why, because there is no preparation, no media talk, no evangelism, no friendship, no allies. Why in the side of that contraption called Daminebu Zoo Nega area, they have everything. They have British, they have Russia, they have Bulgaria, they have all of them. They have Egypt people, which is those that are flying their planes, their armed planes. Now you understand it. And why Iruanya was saying, because there's something that I want to bring out in this point. I am telling you that Iruanya is stabbing us at back by telling us that he said that our leader is supposed to be in Russia to sign arm. And they found him in Nigeria the second day. Let me tell you one thing, my people. If I am telling you that if Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to go and sign that ammunition, and they brought the ammunition in Biafra land, believe me, the kind of killing that they have killed our people in 1967 to 1970, this time around it will be times 10. Because they want to push us. They want to use the same strategy they used in 1967. Push you, force you to carry arms. We have saw a lot of people what the herdsmen and SARS and police are doing to our people. They are killing our people, peaceful protestants on the street. They are killing them. They never carry arms. That is what Iruanya wants us to do. Iruanya want them to massacre us, to kill us the way they killed us in 1967. But why the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a wise man. He never went to go and sign the guns and bullets. He went to go and negotiate and talk to the world, talk to people. During the time of 1967 to 1970, we always know how the war happens. Yes, we were not born during the war, but we have read our history. We know what really occurred or how the war happened. First and foremost, we have to know that the war forced on Biafran people. Yes, and we never have any media. The world, during the time this war was going on, none of Europeans don't know what is going on in Biafra. That is why you see they kill a lot of people, and Americans, some know, but not the real people. They don't know about it. because the evangelists, the propagate of the issue of Biafra was not so like the way it is today. Now Iruanya was trying to tell you that only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a saboteur because he never signed the arm to brought it into Biafran land so that things will begin to happen. I am telling you that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu signed any arm and they brought it into Nigeria, by now the kind of debt we'll be having in that contraption today, as I am telling you, it will be more than 1967 because the war will be pushed on us. We have our people, a lot of people in a Biafra land, they are angry. They want to go to war, but they don't know that this war they want to go is premature war. Like the way we go in 1967. We must let the world know what is happening. We must tell the whole world. And we also know during 1967 to 1917, we know that this war, they were calling it Igbo war. They are saying that Igbo people want to break out from the Nigeria. But in that Nigeria, in that Igbo nation, we know that every south and southeast, they are all Biafrans. And during the time of this war, we have some particular people, which is the Igbo speaking Biafra, they are tagging this war on them. And some of our brothers in coastal region are saying they are not part of Biafra. This is the problem. And this is what we are trying to build, to let everybody understand first and foremost that we are one. That is why the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, went to America to tell American people to give them gun and bullet. Do you know what? The reason why? He wants everybody to be involved. He wants everybody to be involved in whatever that is happening in that Biafra land, because Biafra is for us, not for only one person. He wants everybody to be involved in the problem, so that when anything will burst out in that contraption, people in America will begin to speak. They will begin to meet people they're supposed to meet. They will begin to talk to people they're supposed to be talking to. That is the reason why they want everybody to involve. And that is also what we are doing. Our Igbo speaking Biafra and coastal region to come as one people, to understand that to understand the most that they are one people. Most they are one people.
All right. You see, this clip, I just picked up this clip, and I think I needed to air it to get some facts straight. This man they call Clifford Iruanya, first of all, I was called to this program. Somebody called me and said, please, are you listening? To be honest with you, the man's voice irritates me. Been doing that since before. I told you when I came into IPOB, before I became a member of IPOB, I listened to the Radio Biafra quite a lot. It takes me about an hour and a half to get to work. So that radio plays within 1 hour and a half at the time that I listen to the broadcast. Anytime he comes on air, I turn off the radio. Because I see an arrogant, egoistic idiot. Somebody who who thinks he is what he is not. He doesn't make it. And I'm telling our leader to go to this. He's trying to build the importance to himself. Oh, he's the one that tells Nnamdi Kanu where he goes. The man, I don't know why you people cannot see through his ego. He is just talking. He is just a rabble-rouser nonsense. He's not even a gossiper. A gossiper sometimes even says things that make sense. This is a man who is full of himself. No, those kind of people I described that they are lizards, but they think they are crocodiles. That's exactly what he is. Oh, I told him to go to Turkey to sign. He wants to tell you that he knows about. He does not know anything. Everything is the imagination in his head. I even heard him say, I'm the one that writes speeches for Nnamdi Kanu. Who is he talking to? He comes live on his Facebook. I was standing next to him when he was broadcasting in New York City. I didn't see him write anything on paper. So, by the way, that will tell you that this speech that he writes for him, that he speaks, is it the one that he spoke before he went to jail, or the one that he spoke before when he came out of jail? Which one? Because I know that by the time he came out of jail, he was no more a member of IPOB. So where was he writing the speech? Oh, he's a mad person. He's a mad person. We don't need to talk about people like this. He's on himself. I can tell you, all he's been saying, when it comes to that Radio Biafra in those days, you will listen to him. You will find out that he is somebody who is he's trying so hard to make you think he is important. He's struggling with it. He's struggling because he knows nobody will believe. When you say something too much, you start talking, Buhari committed treason. Now he tell us the lesson of what treason means. He will waste a whole time discussing as if that is important. He is even the one, according to him, that interviewed Obasanjo to get him into office as oil minister. I remember all that. If Rononya is hallucinating, something. He is now the one praising himself that his daughter is a lawyer or something like that. I ain't gonna have plenty. Many of us, we are not children anymore. I know that all of my children, they are all very well placed in whatever they are doing. It's not so brief that you are a father. College, so it's an ego, right? Something that you have achieved. Of course, it's an achievement. Then it's not something you even talk about. It doesn't mean anything. You don't train them. They are not animals. They are children. They groom themselves. They grow up and become something. All you have to do as a father is advise. So what makes it very special? What has that got to do with what we are saying? Except that he's trying to sit down there. He wants to gratify himself. These are all vultures. And they use you. That's their job. We expect this to happen. If it does not happen now, it all means that our leader does not know what he's doing. But because he knows what he's doing, there is nothing anybody can do to change the situation. The situation right now is that Biafra is our thing. Everybody is speaking. There is nothing anybody can do to stop what we are doing. Our leader is on the right path. Some people are already gossiping. Why? One thing about Nnamdi Kanu is that he's such an icon right now that when he speaks, we're in trouble. When he doesn't speak, we get worried. Because he is the only news today. Radio Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu is the only news today that the world wants to hear. I know how many people that have called me. How many people that have inboxed me. Hey, we missed him on Wednesday and he didn't talk on Friday. I said, but he said it. It was in his Facebook, on his Facebook page. Due to some technical difficulties. So he has other things that he's going to do. He's not going to sit down here and be talking to us every week. Because how many leaders talk every week to their people? Because Nnamdi Kanu loves us, in those we know he loves us very much. We are Biafrans. There is nothing anybody can do to castigate him. The more you try to push him aside, the more you make yourself an idiot. Because these are people who think that they are something. Let's not talk about, when first of all, when they come out like as if they are coming to love and hug and do everything. No. And they are hypocrites. When you look at them, you see you discover that they don't even know themselves. They forward themselves too much. I know one of those women have called me on phone to inboxed me that my program is very boring because they think they can do it better. They know better than everybody. Iyke had a job, she will not be able to do it. Email go broadcast. Facebook. Oh yeah, start making the broadcast and get your followers and let us hear you. Broadcasting is not I'm not a broadcaster. I never classified myself as one. Ever. I know I've worked with microphone basically all my life. Yes. But I sing with it. I never thought I would one day sit on the radio. If you think it's easy, join the train. Join the bandwagon. And start seeing how easy it is to wake up every morning and start saying something. At a point you run out of what you're going to say. But do you know what? For one way or the other, I listen to my broadcasts after I've done them. have recorded program. Sometimes I listen to it and I'm like, wow. I think as the hour that I don't get to I would have did to but at least things were same thing was happening even when I was playing my music, with my music days. Believe me sincerely, I make an album and I write the lyrics of the songs, and today sometimes when I look at them, I'm asking, where did I get this inspiration from? Where did it come from? This story, where did it come from? So it's like somebody was writing a storybook too. Everybody cannot do it. Everybody cannot do everything. But if you are there running, like I said before, I was scared when Ipob New York said they wanted to set up a radio, or if I'm ready to run the radio. And I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, I will do it. The first day on this seat was the worst day in my life. I mean, I'm telling you, I was kind of confused. So you're not going to tell me you're boring. If you want to do it, come and take it over. I will set up the equipment for you and say, go ahead and do it. At least I don't get all in the morning. So these saboteurs, they are just there. When our leader comes out, all they want to do is jump up around him, jump. They want their hair to grow so they can wipe his feet with their hair and all. as if that one means anything. But the point is that you are dealing with somebody who is spiritually inclined, who has something they do, and the moment he looks at you, he has seen you already before you see yourself. There was a complaint I remember in the meeting. They had something in their area there about who was running. Our leader quickly said, okay, since you are very good administrator, you take this. Now the person now finds out the position that he's given, because there are people who are control freaks. They want to be put in a place where they can control other people. But now he's given an office where he has nobody to control but herself. Then they want to open a bank. They start talking about bank. And I want to say, Fulani every day, bank. As if not, so we can go now. These are people who will struggle. You see those kind of people, all their life they will be proposing and proposing. Sheshe, kobo, hayachita. Let's see, I have a few clips here that I need to air this morning. There was this one I had.
I'd like to have your comments on what's happening at the EFCC.
Yeah,
ordinarily.
Nigeria, Nigeria. And I say no to afo on Ibi, and I go Ibi on to afo. This is the same country where we are trying to get away from, and everybody's asking us why do you want to get away from it. The man that is supposed to be the person, taking care of arresting people who are criminals, he's the worst criminal himself. To rob Tom to put in my pocket, not robbing Peter to pay Paul. No, robbing Peter to pay Iyke. And I want you rob Peter, Peter you rob Peter on there, that part the money you give it to Iyke. So that's the kind of thing now.
In the family, such as the APC family or the extended family of the Nigerian ruling class, it is of very little importance to the like of me, because ultimately what you find is that the people are really not found anywhere in the consideration of the combatants. If the EFCC decides that it wants to begin to chase his former helmsman, I think it's safe to say he's now suspended. If Buhari suddenly wakes up to the fact that there was always a security report written by his own DSS, or shall we say SSS, 5 years ago, and suddenly they're waking up to that one now, it just tells you that the posturing for 2023 has commenced in earnest, and they've started the circles of anti-corruption again, and this circles is always well stocked. But it appears that this time around, the hunter is himself now the hunted. So if the truth be told, one thing we must all wrap our minds around very quickly is that whatever you're seeing happening in the current circles involving Magu and all the allegations of fantastic sums of money walking up and down the place in this fantastic country ruled by the saint of Daura, I frankly speaking, I'm not excited by it. It's just another circus for the Nigerian people to distract them. Because ultimately, if the interest of the people were to have ever at any point been part of the considerations of those who are busy chasing Magua around today, it would have been done 5 years ago. It wouldn't have commenced just this week just because somebody woke up and decided that they should start their games. How does that change the price of pomo in the market or change the price of gari for the poor man on the street who is busy?
All right. See, the point is that I understand where this young man is going, what he's talking about. But the truth is, there's a change. There's nobody in Asurok. Everybody is there trying to... You want to tell me that this man is so corrupt for all this time? The person that was holding him is dead. The person that made him stay there is dead. Now a new man has come in. And they are beginning to... You eventually bring in another thief. You know, people, these people are like new shit. If I'm in power, I put them there. My friend once told me, a big police officer once told me that the people that walk in the street, that collect all this money in the street, they have to make returns. If I become the DPO, I make sure that my own people are in the street. And if they don't make enough returns, the next DPO comes, is going to change the people in the street. So, Asurok is being changed. There's a change of hand in Asurok. So, the money collector, the tax collector, the person they call the hunter, is now the hunted because the man at the head has been changed. Buhari's, what's her name? Aisha's boyfriend is the next person that is there. And Aisha is the one now in control. So these people have to go. Abakairi died. He left them there. He put them there to collect money for him. He has a share of what they are doing. So Nigerians will just sit down there and be hallucinating and fooling themselves. Because eventually Aisha's boyfriend is going to go away there. A couple of weeks from now, a month from now, you'll hear. Another person will take over. And when they take over, the next man that is there, because they are hunting this man now, the man has been a thief. Look at all the money he's been collecting, but he's not alone in it. He's giving returns. There's always a return going to the man that put you there. Of course. This is, it's pure common sense. The DPO I'm talking about is just the simplest way. A DPO changes, goes there, changes another DPO. As soon as he gets in there, all the men that are in the streets that are collecting for 5,000 naira or 1,000 naira, he will change all of them and put his own people. I don't know if people realize that even in the police today, as I speak, they bribe themselves to get promotions. They bribe themselves to be placed in a better place where they can collect money. That is true. I'm not exaggerating it. I have a retired police officer in my family. A superintendent of police. One of my aunties, that's what she retired at. We sit down, we talk. They take somebody, they go to a place and pay the top people in the offices at the top in Abuja to get promotion. Oh yes. Otherwise, you're going to remain in one rank. Forget about how many exams you've taken. Doesn't mean anything. It's the same thing with those that are, in the streets. That are collecting money in the streets. They are collecting this money for the Oga. So, Asurok has changed hands. So, why will Magu or whoever they call is not going to be arrested? Of course. That's the game. As soon as he goes in, even the SSS or DSS, well, I don't know what they are. They will change them. They will change the leader. When you see how happen, then himself that is the leader will now pick his own men that will work with him. That's how the game goes. That's how they ride on. So, and they are riding on the lives of the people that they're supposed to be governing. Every day we'll sit on the TV and radio, people will want to add their opinion. Asuchaya is going to go over. There is no way things are going to change in that country called the zoo. We are crying. We are here in the Southeast. We are talking about our leaders being our problem. Of course they are. Everybody knows that. No matter how much you try to make them look like they are saints or is insulting the elders. Who is an elder? An idiotic elder is an idiot. There's no the time for let me tell you something. Because most are not behaving like what we're supposed to be doing. We are not behaving like the elders that they call us. I know now. Uno, ewu, and one oburu. We are guilty of it, each and every one of us. So you expect Nnamdi Kanu to come in tomorrow and bow for you? No. What he's doing it, and he's doing it so well, because that is waking all of you up. That is making you realize that you are just a lizard, you're not a crocodile. Because when you start believing that you are what you are not, they are calling, he's insulting me, he's doing that to me, let him do it. If you behave yourself, you'll not be worried about it. The man that will be worried will Onyohi himself, not Onyobona. Because if you are not Onyohi, why do you care? You will only smile over it because you know that this is not what I am, not what you think I am. So our people, the Yoruba man is also saying the same thing to his people. It's a clip that I picked up. I'm not going to air it completely, but at least I want you to listen to it very well. He spoke out about the truth about his people. Said, it's not the Hausa man, it's not the Igbo man, that is your problem, it's you. Exactly the same thing here. Our biggest problem, even though the Fulanis contributed a lot to our own, holding us down. But you see, the point is that it's a gradual, it's something that they did so gradually that we totally forgot ourselves. You went to somewhere and you tend to forget. All of us are guilty of it. I remember that at the end of the war, I was doing my music thing, and eventually it dawned on me that I need to travel. I need to go out there and see. And when I came to America, I am not telling you a lie. Everything I was buying, the television, everything was multi-system, because our lighting system is different back in the zoo than it is over here. So I had that in consideration. I was thinking about it, because you know why? We are still here. Gradually we forgot ourselves, because things were not even getting better. It was even a little bit afotronoso. At least guy not there, maybe Anna Amachis, Futumo. But when you come in here, the place became total darkness. And by the way, when I was coming here, I was given what they call BTA, basic traveling allowance. That was what the in thing there. Then 1,000 naira meant a lot of money here. It was more than, in fact, 1,000 naira was about $1,000 here, because naira was much higher. I bought naira for 60 kobo per dollar as I was coming in the street of Aba. I still remember. And dollar wasn't even popular, because then it was hard for me to find dollar. All we were finding was pounds selling. And you came here and you're watching. Every day you sit down, one day say, money is now 5 naira to $1. And you are like a joke. 10, 15, 20, 30. It's rising and rising and rising and rising. Today we've lost count. And you think, no, but forget about it. Stop fooling yourself. Everybody needs to go his way and think about themselves as a region. Think about themselves and what to do with themselves, because that's what exactly this Yoruba man.
My message this afternoon is not towards Nigerian as a whole, but towards my fellow brothers and sisters, my mothers and fathers in the Southwest, called the Yorubas. The Yorubas, what is the problem with you? What is wrong with you? Who has placed a curse upon you, the Yorubas? Who have the Yoruba people offended? Why are we like this? I'm only telling you plainly, factually, that it is not the Hausas or the Hausa Fulanis that are your enemies. Your enemies are within. The enemy of the Yorubas are the Yorubas themselves, who has been responsible for Awolowo not making him to be the president of Nigeria. It is the traitors among the Yorubas. It is the bastard among the Yorubas. We know them. We read history. We knew everything. Somebody like me, I happen to be one of the first pioneer members of free primary education in 1955. I can speak a lot about Nigeria, about the Western region. Myself and even the present head of state, General Muhammadu Buhari, we are in the same age bracket. We are over 70. We are both over 70. So I can speak authoritatively with the political situation of Nigeria. I don't want to go far about when we were amalgamated in 1914 or thereabout. But let me just continue to speak of when the Southwest had their autonomy, when we were ruling ourselves, when we are developing in our space. What happened? What brought us to where we are today? It is the Yoruba within the Yorubas, the enemy within the Yorubas. We started very well. The Western region, we have television before the Federal Republic of France. Where are we today? Our education is comatose. The bacchanals, our infrastructure. We are already down. They say, who is on the ground? Fear no fall. We are already falling. We are falling. We are down. Yorubas are down. And the traitors among us are responsible for this. And they don't care what happens to the Yorubas. The legacy of our forefathers have been destroyed. And they are so happy with it. I give kudos to the leaders that are still within us, who are still alive. Professor Akitoye, kudos to you. The Baba Adebanjos, kudos to you all. We hear your activities. We hear what you are doing as patriotic Yoruba sons. We have some women too. But back you, the bastard among us, the traitors among us, cannot allow us to go unless we deal with them. Unless we mark them down. Don't focus on the Hausas, on the Yoruba, on the Fulanis. Focus on the enemy within the Yoruba eclipse. We have them in abundance who are our enemies. We don't want our children to move forward. Look at our children. Look at graduates. Where are they? They become fraudsters. They become ritualists. They become internet fraudsters. For goodness sake, how could people be so wicked? How could people be selling their people to slavery? The Yorubas, rise up, sharpen your eyes, open your eyes very well, sharpen your brain, look inward. When you continue to say yes, you want to go. Where do you want to go? But if the opportunity comes, I can tell. Let me just send this note of warning to those who are leading us, the political leaders in Nigeria today. There's a proverb that says, the sluggishness or the slowness of a lion does not connote cowardness. The Yorubas, we're not coward at all. If you want to fight, we know the way to fight. We fight with intellectual sagacity. We fight with everything that are in our armory. We're not cowards. We're only taking time. And the crops of leaders we have in Nigeria today can save Nigeria by total restructuring Nigeria, a total federalism. Everything short of that will not pay Nigeria. Nigeria is sick right now. Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. It can explode anytime. Nigeria is sick. Nigeria is in the ICU, intensive care unit. Nigeria is being supported a life machine. And if we allow this machine to switch off, that's so calamitous for Nigeria. So don't let us think about war. War is not ideal. I'm a man of God. I don't pray for war. I don't pray for bloodletting. That will not pay us. Let us be together. Let every region develop at its own pace. The present crop of system we are operating is satanic. Democracy is good, but that's not the way they are practicing democracy in America or in United Kingdom or other Western world. No. We took democracy from them, but we are practicing it in a satanic form. Demons have taken over our sense of listening. Enough is enough. The Yorubas, Look into yourselves. The
All
enemy
right.
within. Until you deal with them,
Yeah.
you're going nowhere.
Thank you.
A word is enough.
All right, thank you very much. That is from the Yoruba. You will have to listen to him. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's bad debajo. It's whatever is happening here. I didn't see his name, so I don't know who's actually talking. He is saying it the way it's supposed to be, but unfortunately, you people are waking up too late. Honestly, this slumber, this deep sleep, that you have slept for a long time. You are talking to brick walls. The Fulani is not interested in what you're saying, Papa. They are not. What would they be? Following? You want them to go out now and start pursuing their cows again? No. They have drank the oil and they want to settle. They want to be like you. They want to build and live in the houses. But the only difference is that most of the houses that other people are living in, they build them and they leave them there. The Yoruba man the Fulani man is coming as a camel to kick you out of your house and occupy your house. That is the truth. That's the way it's been, and that's the way there's nothing anybody can do. There's something trending on Facebook that I saw over. I listened to it, and I have no way of proving whether it is true or not. However, they spoke about
a new report out of the UK is sounding the alarm about the potential genocide of Christians in Nigeria.
This is not the one that I want to get to. I want to get to where they're saying something about us, Ipob, and a more powerful, something about referendum. I don't know how new that is. The reason why I've not heard it is because I'm not sure if this is not an old program, actually, and I don't know how old it is. Let's see if I'm going to get it again, because I don't even know where it is. I saw it this morning. It's one of my clips that I was going to air. Unfortunately, I can't place my hand on it anymore. I don't know where I left it off. Let me see if I have it here. Okay, here you go. I think I found it.
Let's take another story still in Nigeria. The indigenous people of Biafra on Tuesday claimed to be in talks with the United Nations to hold a referendum for a sovereign state of Biafra. In a statement by the group's media and publicity secretary, Ipob, the group is making efforts for the referendum any moment soon, adding that residents within the Biafra territory and those living beyond the boundaries of Biafra will be able to determine their own fate. The group expects the United Nations to supervise the referendum and are calling for freedom for all and not just for Biafrans alone. I mean, this is another, what do you call it, Brexit?
Yes.
How is it possible to have a sovereign state without any form of, partition? I mean, I would like to know, how does that work?
It's possible. Okay. You can have, these are called, there are different types of referendums. These ones are called independence referendums. And an independence referendum does not actually need the consent of the national government. What tends to happen is if there's some kind of separatist movement, and that separatist movement gets support maybe at an election, they can now use that momentum to demand a referendum, not even of the national, or in our case, the federal government, just of their own people.
Okay.
They put a question on the ballot and people answer the question and they vote. And the United Nations will not call a referendum. Every country has their sovereignty. The United Nations will supervise, they'll observe if they're told to, they'll monitor a referendum if they're asked to. The United Nations is also relevant if the referendum succeeds and maybe the national government doesn't want to apply, the results of the referendum. The United Nations can come in and recognize that country as an independent country to give that referendum credence. So, yeah.
So then what happens to the people that are not in support of the sovereign state of Biafra, that are in that territory as well? What happens?
I'm speaking hypothetically.
Yes.
The referendum might not even happen because, like I said, it usually happens on the back of a popular movement. There has to be some momentum. You can't just wake up and have a referendum. Like if there's an election, for example, and let's say, I don't know, a particular political party, a separatist party, wins all the states, then from there you can now use that momentum to call for a referendum. Right now that has not happened.
Yes.
So if at all the referendum does happen, if people vote no, then vote to be counted, then it's no, and they stay in Nigeria. But if there's an overwhelming yes or a majority yes, then they leave. If at all the federal government allows it. And the United Nations and the international community rally around the new state.
Well, they have claimed that it's going to be a peaceful process. I don't know how that's going to be, but I think that we can come back to continue on this discussion.
Let's take a short break. When we return, I will give you my views on the issue of the referendum. We'll take a short break now. When we return, the morning show will continue with What's Trending with OG. Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. And still with us in the studio is OG with What's Trending. Well, before we went on break, we were talking about the request of the Ipob, Indigenous Peoples of Biafra, through Emma Powerful, the secretary, asking for a referendum to be organized by the United Nations. Now, the subject we're dealing with, basically, is self-determination. And self-determination, is an internationally recognized right by various UN conventions. Whether you're talking about Kosovo, or you're talking about East Timor, or you're talking about Cameroon. And it is indeed true that the United Nations can supervise referendums. The right of a people to determine their own future, to determine their own sovereignty. Now, two examples. In February 1961, the UN supervised the referendum to determine whether Northern Cameroon or Southern Cameroon would join Nigeria or join Cameroon. And that referendum was conducted. At the end of the day, when the votes were tallied, people can vote yes or no. At the end of it, Northern Cameroon joined Nigeria. Southern Cameroon, led by Ndeli and Co., joined Cameroon, the French-speaking Cameroon. Now, this was the decision over the British-occupied part of Cameroon at the time. In 1999, it was East Timor, and it was the president of Indonesia at the time who approached the United Nations to allow the people of East Timor to decide whether they would like to have special autonomy within Indonesia or have their own independence. And of course, they rejected special autonomy within Indonesia. In 2002, East Timor became independent on its own. And then you have the example of Kosovo and all of that. But whatever happens, there is no way that the United Nations can do a referendum inside Nigeria over and above the head of an existing sovereign. That is the Nigerian government itself. Now, would there be a referendum in Biafra? And how will it pan out? I know that there are many agitators from the eastern part of the country who say Nigeria has been unjust to Igbos in the Nigerian Federation, that Igbos have been marginalized, because at the basis of questions of self-determination, it's always about citizenship, it's always about justice, it's always about equity. Would they be able to get enough votes? Well, my gut feeling is that, look, most Igbos will probably not want to leave Nigeria. I may be wrong. And speaking for myself, I'd rather have Nigeria as it is, as a diverse nation, as this rainbow nation, multicultural. And I mean, a Nigeria without Igbos would not be the same Nigeria.
All right, but
and I hope that even if it is put to vote, that more Igbos would rather stay in Nigeria, because Igbos are already, completely enmeshed in the Nigerian Federation. They are part of the fabric of this country. And I think that the ordinary Igbo man does not share the same sentiments with Emma Powerful.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Give it a shot. Try.
But then there's also the outcry of the allegation of the Christian genocide, which is what they are using as the propaganda to try to have this sovereign Biafra state. What is your take on that, Rufai?
I mean, people always have a reason for doing things, but I think I'd like to agree with Dr. Abati. We are better together as a nation. But it is incumbent on us to also look at the fault lines of why these agitations and ask ourselves, have the nation been fair to the Igbos? And if we can answer that question, we should start to look inwards in terms of infrastructural development and the likes. Because all over the world, like Dr. Abadi said, you're going to have agitations. I think in Spain, they even had a separatist movement for the Basque region. The group was called Escodita Azacatasuna. ETA, pushing for the liberation of the Basque region. Even in Canada, as you think Canada is all peaceful, people in Quebec too have been pushing for nationhood, but they're always underlining issue. Despite the works Trudeau's father, Elliot Trudeau, did, Justin Trudeau's father, to bring Canadians together. So there are underlying issues. I think what we should focus on really is the underlying issues, how we can, help to show that we are a true federation, develop the East, make the East a heartland, whatever is due to them, we should give them and make them one part of this nation. Like you said, Igbos are too vested. I mean, if they leave, who are they going to leave Ladipo market for? That's a big question I want to ask.
Well, they'll create their own Ladipo market.
A lot of Igbos own properties. They are even intermarried here. Let's not deceive ourselves, but let's also look at the factors for those agitations. Because if you ask me, honestly, I would say to a large extent, those factors of agitation have not been addressed. It still looks like an unequal country. Some people are put down, some people are put on. I love my Igbo brothers. Kedu?
At the same time, Yorubas are also asking for Ududua Republic.
Yes.
So that's why those 4 lines that Rufai referred to are important. We need to remake the nation.
Yes.
Do we really have a nation in which?
All right, let's stop it there, because this argument is still going back to the same thing that we've spoken over many years ago. Why did 5 million people die during the Biafra war? Why was there the war in the first place? It's the same reason. The perpetrators of the war, they are still around very much. Gowon is there. Olusegun Obasanjo is there. These people are not going to die. They're going to see. IBB is still sitting on his wheelchair. It's the same thing. They are all there. They are not going to die. God's not going to take away their lives. They want them to see what they did. Murtala Muhammad, I wish he was alive too to see all this nonsense, because the same reason why there was war. They went to Aburi, Ghana. They had a meeting saying how the country was going to run. Gowon came back, a young man, when I say young, he probably was in his 30s at the time, or late 20s, whatever. He got fooled by the British because he was not wise, no wisdom. That's why I keep saying. And they say, elders, you know something that will save your country, you dance to the tune of the white man, and that's it. And you know what? He finished the war, killed his children, and he was overtaken by the Fulani man, who eventually, that is their modus operandi. That's how they do it. We use them, we dump them. There's no doubt about it. We see it all the time. It's happening. And there are people out there who are not thinking in that direction. The Fulani man that is the way he is built. He never goes to war. No. Forget it. He will use you and dump you. What do you think the man, number 4 man in an election will become the governor of his state? There's no reason. Except that they're going to use him. That's their traitor. That's their tool. Their father, Sadan, is it Ahmadu Bello, said it. That this new estate called Nigeria is going to be an estate of an extension of our father. We're going to use the people of the Middle Belt. We're going to use them to achieve what we want. I mean, it's as simple as that. It is happening today, and everybody is either pretending or just being gullible. Somebody, look at this debate now. Oh, the Igbo man, that most Igbo people will not vote. Give it a shot. Try it. There's no point saying that they will not vote. You can't sit down there and fold your hand and say they will not vote. Because we are Igbos. We Biafrans, we are starters. We're not afraid to start. Forgotten that at the end of the war, it was just 20 pounds, right? Today, what's up? Abandoned property, we're used to it. The news is not new to us. We've heard it before. But by the way, whoever told you that when a country is created, you're going to abandon your property? No. If a new nation is created, hey, forget about it. The other property, nobody's going to seize it. It is your property. All you need to do is pay taxes on it, and that's it. The only way they can take it is if you don't keep to your obligations, and then they'll take it. But if you have your house and you have your home, your property, you have a document on it, they can't take it. It becomes an international thing. It's a country against the other country. It's not going to happen. So let us not even worry about Ladipo market. Ladipo market, if it's occupied by Biafrans will create their own Ladipo market somewhere in Enugu or somewhere in Mbise. Oh yes. Somewhere in Bayelsa, we have lands over there. You can go there and create Ladipo. And if the name Ladipo is so sweet, or call it Podila or Ladipo, just something, give it another name. And stop thinking that referendum, the Igbo man would not. No, give it a shot. Do not preempt. You're preempting what you think somebody's going to do. Give it a shot. If it fails, it fails. Maybe you wait for another time. And life will continue. Because I know that if you have the referendum today and it fails, well, Nnamdi Kanu will say to Chukwu Okike, well, I have tried. But you know it will not fail. We know it's not going to fail. We are tired and sick, and not even we Biafrans alone. The rest part of the zoo, they are tired of that nonsense that is going on. Through a referendum today in Yoruba land, you think that they want to stay. Some people are saying, oh, the Muslim Yorubas don't. You are speaking for yourself. Referendum is one man, one vote. Throw it in. So why are you afraid to have it if you think you are going to lose? If you think the Biafrans are going to lose or the Yorubas are going to lose, why? Give it a shot. You don't go to something, people that even buy lottery tickets don't buy it because they're going to lose. They're buying it because they think they're going to win. That's taking chance. So give the chance. You stay on TV and you debate, what are they going to leave Ladipo market for? As if it's so important. They were not born with Ladipo market. Ladipo market was created by them, by somebody. They can as well create the same Ladipo somewhere else. Because I remember that before the war, Onitsha market was like the global market, that the biggest market in West Africa, isn't it? This market everywhere today. Go to Newi's market can even compete with Onitsha market. It's the same thing. All this will talk about Ladipo. Ladipo was created by our people. They can as well create a Ladipo somewhere else. It's not the end of life. It's not the end of it. When you are given your own territory, you'll be able to create what they want in your territory. Even if you go out to create for another person. So they fear that people are going to, Igbos will not vote because they want to stay very much in Nigeria. Yeah, right. They want to stay in Nigeria, and they're complaining, crying, smiling. You are crying and you're smiling. You're suffering and you're smiling. You want to be like normal people. There are no two ways about it. So what we are saying is give in the referendum. Give into it. If you are very, very sure, because you are afraid of allowing it because you know you're going to lose. Believe me sincerely. You know you are going to lose. There's no doubt about it. The Fulanis, they have a way of thinking. Their way of thinking is trickery. They're about to be tricky about certain things. I even saw the one that the man said, if Igbos will not, if they want to participate in XYZ, they have to give up Biafra completely. So why are you afraid? Why do you care? If they are not pushing you, if they are not giving you sleepless nights, why do you worry about it? I said it before and I'm saying it again. Go behind the Fulani man, say Biafra and Nnamdi Kanu. The person will get into convulsion. I'm telling you. So what we are saying is the referendum, we have spoken about it before. These people, whatever they want to do, they do not think that they are crying war. Our brother in the first clip that I played said something about what happened during the last war. Yes. Ojukwu had no choice. I was a young man then, was quite a teenager, and we had no choice but to go to war. There was nothing else to do. But today, Nnamdi Kanu has shown us that war that was started in a rush will not pay us any dividend. And what we are going to do today is to sanitize, to tell the world about our story so that they will know about us. And believe me, they are knowing it, because every single day you go out the street there, you portray yourself. It has come to a point that people don't even want to say they are Nigerians. God forbid. Even the mention of that name, I'm a Nigerian, turns your stomach. Because Nigeria is not something anybody wants to record. I'm a Biafran, and I'm proud, a very proud one, and happy to be one. All right, we have to open up the line for you to make your calls. The number here is 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442. You have +1 929 406 9953. That's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. The Skype line is also open at 845-283-9665. So let us discuss the issues that we have had this morning. The saboteurs, the vultures that are coming in and doing all they are trying to do to derail what we are doing. But you know what? They cannot succeed. They are all failures. They have already failed and they will keep on failing. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. The line is open. You can make your calls at this time.
Radio Biafra,
All right, caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Your first caller this morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Mazi. Good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom all around the world, wherever you're listening from. My name is Pastor Jack, and I'm calling from Lagos as usual. I want to specifically appreciate our leader, our deputy, and entire members of the DOS and all Biafrans at large. Mazi Peter, to make it fast, I listened to the clip you played, at least this last clip you just played. You know, the people, more especially those of them outside Biafra, that the likes of Yoruba people, they are getting mad anytime they hear that Biafrans want to go. Because if we don't stay in Yoruba land, they are not going to survive. If they don't benefit from our tax, they don't benefit from the land we buy from them, they shop, they are not going to survive. So that man, you see they are talking that are we going to leave Ladipo? I want to ask him, before there was no Ladipo, where were we? We created Ladipo out of necessity. The same way we will leave Ladipo and we create another Ladipo in Biafra land. In fact, several Ladipo in Biafra land.
Yep.
He's not being sincere in what he was saying. But he just imagining how are we going to let the Igbo, the Biafra, because when they say the Igbo, they're talking about Biafra. How are we going to let these people go? Because they are our slave. They are the reason why we feed. They are the reason we survive. They are the reason we strive. And they are the reason we are great in our land. Without the Igbo, we will not survive. We can't let them go. So stop when he come and say, even though the white people, forget all those things. Their major point is they're trying to see what they can talk. But one truth is certain here. Nobody, I repeat, nobody can talk us out of this decision. It is Nigeria today, the contraction is 106 years. Can you tell me, can you beat your heart, your chest in confidence and tell me that this is one reasonable thing that is working in the contraction? Is it now that you come to acknowledge that our people, Biafrans, are being maltreated, they are being marginalized, they are being dealt with? What do you think? Let me tell you, the wrong you have not righted for how many years? Do you just think because you want to opt out now, you say you want to right the wrong? How long is it going to take you to right all the wrong you have been doing to Biafran people over the years? You people should just stop trying. Stop wasting your precious time. Because there's nothing you're going to do. There's nothing you will do to bring us out of this issue. You will see the likes of Festus Kayamo, the stupid person, he'll be talking another thing. You see the like Muhammad, we're talking one another useless thing, that the Biafran is corrupted. That is why we will not put forth. You know, all those things are distraction. We no longer want to read between all those lines. We have only one line, one red line. That red line is Biafra referendum. So we are only offering you people referendum in order to show the people that we are civilized people, to follow the democratic process. But don't think if you refuse this referendum, we will organize referendum for ourselves and we will vote to go. Yes, and if we vote to go, you come after us, we will fight to defend our land and we will fight to remain a sovereign nation. You cannot stop us. We are not begging you. We are just trying to show you a comradeship. We're just trying to show you sensibility and responsiveness. Not that we are coward. We are not coward. If those of you that are thinking war, when you see war, When you confront us, when you see war, you will beg that Biafra should peacefully go on their own. We are just telling you now for you to be reasonable. Let your mind not be deceiving you. Because when we start, all those mineral resources you make to go and lobby these people, international community, you see all those pipelines, we will break all of them because we know all the sources we know. We will break all of them. We will make sure there is no flow anywhere. You cannot lift any barrel from anywhere. We will do it. We are just telling you now. Don't be thinking that when you say war, when you intimidate us with war, we will not be afraid. In fact, let me tell you, we are ready to go 20 times what we went through in 1976 to 70. But this time around, we have come back sophisticated, more energetic, more experienced to cram it all with wisdom on how to just destroy you and how to outsmart you. But we are not clamoring for war. We are following the democratically elected process, referendum, and we must conduct that. Either you comply or not. If you don't comply, we will conduct it ourselves. Yes. And when we conduct it ourselves, and the majority of our people say we need go, we will declare Biafra. Then come, let us see you how you fight us and defeat us, because Biafra must stand. It doesn't matter what you talk. So let us make it clear and plain to you people so that you stop deceiving yourself, thinking you can talk us out of this nonsense. You cannot. Biafra is the target. Biafra is the goal. Biafra is the mission. Biafra is the vision. And only Biafra will we get. No going back. As Mazi, thank you very much.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra, USA 2. We are still taking calls. Let me see. I have a call coming in on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller, turn down your radio, please. Go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, my name is Ejogu. Chigozie. I'm from Amibo, Wangre local government area, but I'm calling from Lagos.
There we go.
I want to make it clear to the whole world to bear it in mind that we are not calling for war. But if they are coming for war for us, we are going to show them that we are prepared. They should be thanking God for our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who is a patient man. If it's some other people who have been waiting for these people, by this time, they'll be hearing this cause all over the world. So what we need from this contraption and the whole world is referendum. We want to go on a peaceful way. But if they want it in another way around, we are ready for them too. That is what we are saying. What we need is referendum. Referendum is not a call for war. What we need is referendum. No Nigerian, no Biafran is going to vote yes to stay in Nigeria. Everybody is tired. All of us are tired. Go to every village and talk about Nigeria. They will even stone you. So what we need is referendum. We want to exist this contraption called Nigeria. It has not worked before. It's not going to work. There is no future in this contraption. If you're a young man living in Nigeria, you don't have a future. You cannot make 10 years plan for yourself in this contraption. You cannot make 5 years plan in this contraption. So what are we talking about? What we need is to leave this darkness, kingdom of darkness on planet Earth. That is Nigeria, the Nega area. So we don't want to be part of them anymore. Yorubas can face their own way. We live in Lagos. Our people created Oladipo, Trade Fair, Alaba International Market, Computer Village, all of them. We can also create our own, in our own land. What are we talking about here? A call for referendum is really a call for war. So they should have it in mind that we want to exit this contraption, this kingdom of darkness on planet Earth, like ease. We don't want any war with anybody. But if they prepare for war or come for war, we are also ready for them. Thank you very much.
Thank
God bless
you.
you, sir.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls, and the number here is 646-920-4541. Our brothers, everybody's talking about. They think that we want to stay. That in fact they're claiming that not every Iboma wants to go. Well, let them. Like I said, test of the pudding is in the eating. When you test it, give us a shot. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Shalom, Mazi Peter. Hi. Good morning from here in New York.
There we go.
How are you doing today?
Not bad, sir. Welcome to the program.
All right. Good morning, Biafrans. I greet every one of you. My name is David Ezekwesili, and I'm from Onobi. I am a principal servant here in New York State. and I'm one of you. Mazi Peter, this morning I don't have much to say. It's just to advise our people that we have to fight for the future of our kids. We have to fight for the future of our children, because that's what those Janjaweeds are doing today. They want to conquer our land. They want to take over whatever we have. Before you know it, they will start saying, I was born in Nobi here. I'm a native of Nobi, a Janjaweed man from Futajawa, or whatever they call themselves from. We will fight them to stop. Our land is no-go area. We know our people are still busy with buying and selling. It doesn't matter. Whenever you guys wake up, it will be easier for every one of us. The more you guys are sleeping, the weak ones and the elderly ones and our women will be raped and killed. Despite that, our people don't care about what happened to his brother and sister. But today, we have to rise up to the need of the call that our leader has made. That guy has tried his best. As you said, all the saboteurs and the traitors, they have woken up from the sleep.
That's right.
Because our leader announced that this year Biafra will be here. Those that have the Fulani, Janjaweed, Hausa blood in our midst, still answering Okeke and Okafor. These are the problems we have today. As I was saying yesterday, someone has paid the ultimate price for us to stand where we are today. And there's no other person than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mefo. Whether you like them or you hate them, you can come to Facebook and yap whatever you want to yap. We don't care about it. We don't give a damn about it. You can say whatever you want to say. All we know is that if you think he doesn't know how to do it, we want you to come out. One thing with our people is that Ofe Ego, Mazi Peter Iyke.
Yes.
Ofe Ego, the bed has been fixed. That's why you see them all trooping out.
Oh, yes.
They just want to drag it out of our leader. Our people has paid the price to remain where we are today. And all those traitors, we will keep calling them traitors. What they want now is to be the pioneer to pirate what we are doing. But our main job here is to watch out, to make sure that all these vultures, Mazi Peter, sometimes I just pity Dim of Newi.
I know.
What he passed through, what you guys passed through 50 years ago.
Oh, yes.
Can you imagine if our leader, at least, like for the past few years that he declared for us to start fighting, what would have happened now? All these people that have misbrought among ourselves will sabotage the whole thing.
Oh, yes.
But he says that the vultures are gathering.
Yeah.
And our job is to identify them.
Yes.
So the job of our people back home is to identify our people back in diaspora.
That's right.
You see, we are comfortable here, but we are working for the interests of our unborn kids and our people back home. Those of you back home, we want you to mark down all our brothers and sisters in diaspora. What they have done or what are they doing for your freedom. It's not all about coming home and spraying cash to you 2 weeks, 3 weeks, letters at most, at least in the America, 1 month, or like 1 month, or that. Or that. The best thing you can get from any one of us from diaspora is to ask them to support IPOB. If you are too scared to die, despite men and women are still dying, Even those who are hiding under their women wrapper are still dying. If you are too scared to die, that you don't want your face to be seen, maybe you'll be arrested when you go to the zoo. There are so many ways you can support those of us that you can see our face. So I want our people in back home, Biafra land, any of your brothers and sisters that are in diaspora, ask them, are you member of IPOB? Even if you are not member, are you supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Believe you me, so many people say he embezzled our money. They say they found him with this woman in Ghana. They found it. I love that. I want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mefo to embezzle my money. I know how many years I have spent in Pentecostal church with the Yoruba. All the money I contributed there, I never asked them, how did you spend that money? So likewise, that's the mentality I have in this struggle. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go ahead, we are behind you. That's what I have for our people. So advise your people in diaspora, are you part of this movement? Even if you are not part of this movement, are you contributing to make sure we gain our freedom? Freedom is what we are asking for. We're not asking for war. Those who want to see the roadmap, Mazi Peter Iyke,
yes. Some
traitors, some oil and gas are asking, show us the roadmap. But the roadmap you were told about, you went and sold it to the zoo.
That's right.
And you are asking for our leader to show you the roadmap. Roadmap to where? You can draw your own roadmap. Let's follow you with your roadmap. No, right. Everybody, our leader have not been out for a few days now. All of them are not comfortable.
I know.
Why is he not coming out? Or what is going on? But he keep insulting us on our parent. Let our leader increase the amount of or the level of insult on this demon called themselves elders. You are elder in your house. You are millionaire in your own house. You don't pay my bills. Mazi Peter Iyke, am I paying your bills? Okay. You are elder in your own house. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because increase that insult because we can go their attention to what we are doing.
Yes.
All of them that castigated us, call us terrorists, call us miscreants. That's
right.
So let me end up by saying that if you are in New York area, tri-state, and you are not part of what we are doing, if IPOB is not in your jurisdiction, it's high time you ask questions. If you are too cowardice that you're hiding under your wife's wrapper, you're hiding under the table, you are scared to death to come and join our struggle. There are so many ways you can contribute. If you want to set up a zone in your area, you can call me or call my deputy. We can put you through with our national coordinator, who is Dr. Okoro. So I'm going to give you the number of our deputy here in person of Mazi Mbadike Zichukwu. His phone number is 646-645-8237. I repeat again, 646-645-8237. Mazi Mbadike. Just give him a call or you call myself, Mazi Ezekwesili, on 832-245-5640. I repeat myself again, 832-245-5640. Just give us a call. Mazi Peter Iyke. Now I must strengthen you and give you more energy to keep doing this free work you are doing and the service for your country. We love you and we appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Shalom. Shabbat shalom. Happy Sunday to you. All right, I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Please turn down your radio.
Yeah, my beloved veterans. Good day, sir. As I can say, the memo for now, my man. Mazi, I appreciate you, my beloved veteran. There was this is okay for you. See, one my cara check, Corona, okay. Mazi, we appreciate our onion and wherever he is, make continue to guide and protect him and protect his lieutenants. Mazi, before every other thing, I will have to appreciate Professor Kiado Obido for the program they did yesterday with our deputy leader. Mazi, we love him. We love the way everything is being done now. Mazi, I don't want to talk much because him economic and we're not can where. Mazi, I don't know if you have seen the video that is making wave today, since yesterday, where they went, Fulanis went in our member, where that useless boy in Austria that lives in a ghetto is castigating our onion Nandi Carlo. I think that so-called as our whatever they call that idiot. As our priest, I'm camera. We know we are from, we are neighbors. I want to tell that guy, I think he's seen what is happening. He's standing in our member where the Fulanis went and they smelled that woman farm. That woman is crying on the video. As I'm sure you have seen it. So this is a challenge to you, please. Mazi, another thing is this. You see all these sabotage, people that are talking bullshit. But first of all, like David has a question, Kobo Boy got rightly said now. Mazi Atomeji, Okwanian do use of blood. He has blood running his veins, Chevy. Onion or Kri. And we're not Bokri. One Pia Bramo. Onion do work a cobo. Iola. So he also know about a Yako. Onion that broke one mother cobo. We don't listen to this guy, but what is training me, I hope Biafra saw the video that is going on. This idiot did yesterday. And this thing is getting much because and we continue keeping quiet. So this Iran and Co. Hannah caused this damages, Hannah caused in this struggle. I don't like talking much. And we believe in actions. I think it's high time we come out. Open on Agadinga once and for all in America. Because it's getting too much. They will come on video on platform and they started messing the struggle that people are putting their life, putting their life, dying every day in Biafra land. Our men are being killed, our women are being raped, and this idiot stayed in America thinking that oh my God, I wish this thing is anywhere. Mazi, check your record. How many people are in Europe that are doing this? Watch that as what to happen. We don't make it, we don't threat. Here in a man, I know you. What man has his way, woman has her ways. Here, what can I do? We don't talk much. Mazi, let me drop here. Let me make my answer. Please, all of you from Ekuziwa and the environs. We have been calling all of you. We need all of you right away. Also, Lift or Kija, Ihembosi, Ubo, Ichi, and the Newi. We've been calling all of you to come together and give your people transmitter. Come and do the one you can do now. You are in abroad. Your people cannot get radio for a long time. Mas, you cried for 1 year plus. Somebody can be crying. Ezekwe is crying. And we are begging them now, just help us for only 2 transmitters. Hana Waja. Please, for Ndingwa, we appreciate 2 of your brothers from America who has virtually given us that the 2 transmitters we wanted from the area. But the work is still ongoing. And the said, you people are not giving me the joy I want. I want that challenge. I'm not seeing it. All of you from Oboro. All of you from Oboro. All of you from Ebony State. Rise up to the occasion now. Ndimo, I appreciate all of you. And we continue to appreciate all of you. We still have a lot of work to do. Please call this number +48 739 672 638. I repeat, +48 739 672 638. We want to make sure we give you a transmitter to get this radio. Mazi Chukwuka Gozi, I remain okay for no one I can check on. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here. Let me see. I have a call coming on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good morning. Good afternoon, rather, from here, Mazi Peters. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. This is Rabbi Charles. I'm calling from United Kingdom. I greet Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafrans and freedom lovers. I salute you. Our great leader, I salute you. Mazi Peters, I have so many things to say, but I will just want to be brief as possible so that I can give other people a chance to call. I followed what happened yesterday and listening to the clip or to the presentation done by some certain people that came to IPOB with a different agenda, and their agenda couldn't go through. So they left and began to speak from a different angle. And from that clip, from that presentation they did yesterday, though I was in the office, I was recording everything they were saying. And I want to use this opportunity to address this thing because I know exactly what happened, what transpired. Clifford Iruanya made some alterations yesterday and came publicly to say that IPOB is a terrorist organization that will sponsor terrorism and practice whatever. But I want to say this. Iruanya, as you listen to Iruanya, Clifford Iruanya is indeed working for Nigerian terrorist government. That's what Clifford Iruanya is doing. When our leader was apprehended, he kind of, in his last show on that program, he said that our leader was arranged to go to a certain country. Eventually, he went to the other side. He's like Jonah, who was asked to go to Nineveh. He boarded ship and went to Tarshish. That is exactly what he was saying. It was not correct. Iruanya wasn't correct. Iruanya is not what he claims to be. He's the right-hand man. He's the Robin Hood. Everything is all about him. It is not true. It's someone that is from the day one. It's someone that had a different agenda. He came to this movement. He didn't understand. What he came to do was to see if he can gain any power or get anything from IPOB, from the restoration of Biafra project, not to give, not to contribute. That's what he came to do. And it is so disheartening that most of the main principal factors saw these things either by intimidation or for being clueless. They couldn't address it, and it is quite disheartening. I want to say this. When they were apprehended in the zoo, held by DSS and in Kuje prison later, Iruanya was the one that Nigerian government was arranging or preparing to bring under mask to come and witness against our leader and the people apprehended so they can be executed. That was Iruanya. When he did that, when they planned that, they began to systematically send messages, private messages inboxing people, telling people that they should, change their direction, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not going to come out alive. Iruanya did that. I got the intelligence. Iruanya did that. I will mention their names. There is one called Frank Ede, who was a coordinator in London here at that time. He was brought in by Dr. Onyebuchi. I know about that. When these people were moved out because of insubordination and their hidden agenda by deputy under our leader's command, they now began to gang up, planning that, informing DSS, Nigerian government, that our activities is terroristic, that IPOB is a terrorist organization. Iruanya and the co-hosts with Ohaneze and the Southeast governors, Iruanya actually was the one that is the main key pin they used to obtain information in order to get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, killed with everyone in that Kuje prison. It was Iruanya, and no one could even see it. Are we talking about Munachi and the other two idiots in America there? When this thing was intensifying, Munachi was so intoxicated in setting up a banking system because he had our leader saying something like that, but he didn't understand the intricacy, the message behind that. She thought that it's just ordinary, set up a bank by people are dying, we will give loan, we will do this, we will do that. She got wrong information, and at a time when she was intoxicated into this, I called her and put Dr. Okado online confirm, Professor Kado will tell us, we tell Biafrans. And Professor Kado told her to desist from that. That is not the plan of IPOB. And she shouldn't go further. I was in the office when I put that call. Monashi was talking. Our professor was talking. I was there. And eventually she couldn't get it. Because she was deluded or maybe drawn into that money that she had to set up the bank because they have hidden agenda. While she was busy anchoring Radio Biafra, this is where I'm going to hit now. She was busy talking down on IPOB, talking down on our leader. And most of the principal officers were listening, or some of them are not listening to radio. And she was making heavy statements in that radio. That was August, September, October last year. Professor is still around. I saw them yesterday. I told them they should stop that lady from having access to the radio program that she has received message from Iruanya and the cohorts. When she was talking to me, I asked her, who are the men behind all these things and behind you? Who are the men? She couldn't answer me. I still have access to her communication gadget. Do you understand? And these are the things that I saw I was fighting fearlessly and tirelessly all through last year. I was placing them under observation from United Kingdom, watching everything they were doing. And when I'm talking, some people will come on air and begin to talk nonsense I don't understand. When what we see from far, if you get closer, you won't even see it. Our office, we work differently. I don't have friends. I can keep you around, but don't think you are my friend. So this is what was going on. Are we now seeing it clear that Iruanya came yesterday, had the audacity to say that this clean movement set up by Almighty God brought our leader from his comfort zone. Our leader wasn't a destitute before he came to the struggle, before God called him. I checked everything out. I'm in United Kingdom, for God's sake. If you are legally here, you will lack nothing to eat. You will lack nothing. Let me put it this way. If you are legally here, talk less of being a citizen here, you will be well looked after. The government will look after you. If you are working, you will live comfortably. If our leader is living comfortably, he's not somebody that is going around looking to get what does not belong to him. It's not true. These things I am coming up to say I was much disturbed yesterday when I was listening to this man because he couldn't get his way. He said IPOB doesn't have road map. IPOB have action plan. Mazi and the cohorts. You want to see roadmap because you don't know where you are going. IPOB believes in action. We have action plan, and that is what you will be seeing unfolding as you keep on watching. If you go to convince people that IPOB is a terrorist organization, I want you to think properly, because Nigeria has been sponsoring terrorism. The whole world has seen it. All the Fulani headsmen, killing people, beheading people, dismembering bodies, women, raping people, young ladies, old ladies, mamas, grandparents. A military official wearing Nigerian military uniform said openly that he will rape women skin to skin and give them HIV, not IPOB. In every family, there might be some kind of discrepancies. When some certain things happen, that doesn't mean that there is an issue. You went around documenting something that is not substantial, saying, oh, they are intimidating people, they are brutalizing people, it is about religious differences. What a nonsense is this? And this man, Iruanya, and the cohort went telling people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be hanged. I got the intelligence. When he was in Kuje prison, I got it. We used our mechanism and went to Kuje to see what is going on there. You are an idiot. You guys are idiots. Monashi and those two women that are stranded. I listened to Obidobi yesterday. He asked, where are your husbands? The question is, where are your husbands? If you married Ipob, I will challenge any man that will say that he is legally married to three of you to come out and speak. I will tell him that he's not a man. They are not men. And they are talking to some elements. What quite interestingly, Mazi, please, I know I'm taking long. If you look at the people commenting on that, on their comment, you will see a lot of Biafrans insulting them. They don't have the mandate of the people. If they are true people that came to liberate their people will be at ease and at peace with them. You will see the communication, you will see the comments. Even when they are about to open their line, they refuse to open their line because they say people will call them and insult them. These are men, young men in Biafra land who are facing death, calling to insult you people that you people are idiots. You are clueless. You don't have the mandate of the people. You don't know what is going on in Biafra land. You don't have any foot soldiers, foot Biafrans there who are there. You are not for the interest of Biafrans. You are there for your own selfish gain under Nigerian command, Nigerian terrorist government. That's why you came. They are paying all of you. With some certain people in the movement, they are paying all of you. You think you can undo Ipob? You can't. Heaven never created you people. If I'm not around, I would have said that this is not, maybe these people are making, they are not making any point. I have Monarchy's communication gadget. Everything she says on her network, I listen to it. You see to that? You see where we are. Monarchy, I listen to everything you are saying. All the people you are communicating, I listen to them. I cannot come on air and say what I cannot be able to do or what is not happening. Professor Okado can come up and say, I put you through with him on air, on the telephone. We had conversation, and the man told you don't go there. Leave that in. You didn't want to get it. And you said you are with a man whom you are stealing his money. I know many, listen very carefully. Mr. Clifford Irwanya. Ndiba yesinadi ebu wadiani. Ma wadiani maalu ewapia. You are nothing. Mazi Nandekanu will never even mention your name. We will do. I will do what a man can do. You are not a man. Clifford Irwanya with your co-host. All of you, I will challenge all of you. You are not men. Okay.
There we.
Yes, sir. What I can say finally is this. This will be the last time I will say this. Uno go for the again.
Well, thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke Peters. You see, the point is that yesterday I heard somebody told me that there was a broadcast that this man made. I don't have time to listen to him. I never like I said before, his voice irritated me when I was listening to Radio Biafra. So it would be wrong for me to go and tune up to listen to him again, because I know he's a pack of lies, he's a pack of lizard that thinks he's a crocodile. He is nobody. He's not even worth my time. Why would I waste my time going to listen to a man like that who has nothing to offer? Absolutely nothing. All right, I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? All right, you're not ready to talk. Your line is off. All right. I don't know why you're not talking. All right, your line was on and you're not saying anything. This is Radio Biafra. The number here is 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, +1 929-406-9953. That's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. And now let me go back to 845-283-9665. That's the line for the Skype. The Skype line is also open. Okay, I have a call coming in on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Iyke.
Good morning.
Good day, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Good morning. My name is Sangre Chibuzohan, and give me a little time to say something.
Yes,
my topic is, I am really, really angry. That's my topic. I am really, really angry. all you Biafran saboteurs, listen to me now. We good IPOB knew you well and all your evil plans. I am really, really angry. All you Biafran saboteurs, listen to me now. We good IPOB knew you well and all your evil plans. I swear. Listen carefully now. For now, we IPOB can't forgive you. I swear. For now, we can't, as long Biafra has not restored yet. We can't welcome you or receive you in IPOB at all. So get out. You are get out. We can't welcome you and receive you for now. All you prodigal sons, when Biafra restore, then after 6 years, we IPOB can decide whether we can receive you or not. By referendum or not. Now, be warned. All you Biafran saboteurs, you should run for your lives now. You should run for your lives now before Biafra restore. If not, you are going to be killed when Biafra restore. Now, let me ask this question. Who are these rubbish people saying rubbish talks, rubbish. Niger Delta volunteers, Niger Delta Lower Niger, Zion movement, Iruanya Thief, D movement, Masopo, Mozabo, Niger Delta, Southeast. Yes, all these names and their colleagues are rubbish. That's nonsense. Yeah. Just watch useless aside Dokubo, a criminal. Tony Nadi, a criminal. Rafael Wazirike, a criminal. Ndoka, a criminal. Naiwodu and his groups are rogues. Edwin Clark and his colleagues are rogues. Omemi and his colleagues are criminals. The big rogues. What is that? A rogue harlot, a federal harlot. Anyway, Lai Mohammed, a criminal, a Desina, a rogue, biggest one, although these two idiots are not among all these rubbish Biafran fools I've mentioned. Anyway, we shall see.
Yeah,
nonsense. After running, we will count the mice. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. I still have calls coming in. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Let me take this one. Caller on WhatsApp, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Turn down your radio, please.
Yes, sorry, sir. Okay. Mazi, good evening. My name is still remain Uchechi, one of the principal servants of IPOP here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Mazi, I want to use this opportunity to thank our rabbi, our emissary, to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Rabbi, I heard you, and you have set the record straight how it happened, and we know even though you didn't come online to try to say some of the things that portray between all these charlatans, Irania and co-hosts. We already know them because we can remember when this incident happened. Our leader was inside. I'm also part of the committee. We had a meeting. We called them for a meeting, and with our deputy, we tried what happened. What comes out from the mouth of these guys were just which after the meeting we called again, they could not show up. We called for the third time, and all the whole meeting, when we are calling all this, our deputy will always be there, and then we do all the whole things we need to do. From the day one, we knew that Irania is really, really indeed a criminal and a great liar, and some of them, and we are also sacked here in IPOP that they are collaborators. That's by the way. Mazi, I also think the comments. Mazi is a question. When he called, and he also said IPOP, they are saying our leader do this and Lula eating our money or do that and all those things. And I am where he is. If I have more, to give my leader, though I know that my leader will not do that. But if peradventure he decides to use it to buy a luxurious life, to live a luxurious life, I don't care. I'm willing to contribute more. I'm willing to even to sell my properties to make sure I give it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So all these people saying that our leader where is the money, where is the people, all of them, they did not put any kobo. Their kobo is not their kobo.
I'm telling you. Don't be audio.
Mazi, I sorry to take a little of your time. We had all of them, some of them there, some of the coordinator, or some of the principal officers here. They all team up, kind of. Do you know immediately the arrest of our leader? All those things just came out. Do you know all those guys, both from Urania and some of them we also had here, who also working with us? No, we now brought out the record of everybody. Man, so these people, they are not paying even common monthly dues. Talk less of different form. At least I paid one before I joined. The coordinator had been there before me. I'm the one that even paid defense form for him. I paid immediately the week I joined. I paid my own. The next meeting, we used to have meeting 2 times in a month. The next meeting I went, I paid for his own $200 defense form. You understand? Then other people and all these people that shouting from Urania, all of them, their time, their kobo have not entered into this struggle. And what they are going now is just to castigate the name of our leader. What is the defense form? Okay, those that are paying this or contributing this money, are we complaining to them? Are we complaining? Say, where is the money? Where is the name? IPOB have roadmap. And what we are doing, the whole world is seeing it. Even the people we are fighting, the terrorist government of Zoological Republic of Nigeria, is also lamenting. They know the importance and the capability of IPOB, what they are doing, how they are cripple Nigeria down. And these people are just spreading false news. Mazi, it pains me when I notice, because I could remember Monachi wanted to, if there is a means to marry the second one in public, Monachi, the way he performed last year when our leader visited United States after 30th of May, Monachi, we thought that all this. So when I'm seeing all these things coming, we have seen such a 10 years, but we have seen people like them. Where are they at the end? At the end, we also know whom they are, and we have known their activities. But my most happiness is that the whole Biafran, just like Mazi Chibos of Hanganam just said, those of our Biafrans, we really know whom IPOB and what our leader represents. And it is only our leader and the IPOB deputy, all of us who believe in them, they are the people that will take us into the promised land. Thank you very much. Biafrans know what they are doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. You see, there's no point anybody trying to tell me about these people, because it might be strange to most of you, but some of us have already seen them in their light. I never met them before. I never stayed with them one-on-one, but as soon as they speak, that thing comes out. That thing that is not them, because they are not exactly what they claim to be. They are not, like I said before, when we went to the last convention and my wife was there with me, I introduced her to one of the women. I just called her and said, honey, come, there's somebody I want you to meet. And my wife, being what she is, she's like asking me, but what's so special about that woman? Why do I have to meet her? I said, no, the reason why you have to meet her is that the day I'm going to tell you something about this woman, I don't want you to start asking me. So you have seen her now. So when this whole thing happened, she was even the one that saw the picture and she goes, is this not the... I said, yes, that was why I introduced it to her, because I knew these things was going to come up. These people are fake. They are not real. They are not real. So my wife is like, but did you know her before? I said, no. I don't know her before. I never met her before, but I know. You know, when you're speaking to some of us, you are speaking to your real self is speaking to us, not just you, the physical. When you're talking about physical, your inner self is coming out too. So we grab it. We grab that one very quickly, and then we know what direction you're going. Nobody should be surprised about what is going on. Irania has been like that. It's not going to change. The only thing is that it's manifesting what some people have already known. So for those of us, or some of us, it is not a surprise that he is the way he is. And that's the way he's going to be, because there's nothing anybody can do to change that man. He's going to complete his mission. That's why he is there. That's why he was created. He was created to do what he's doing right now. And then he's going to learn his lesson in the end. And then that he has lived through his karma. So basically, that's what it is. I have a call coming in on caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Make it very brief because others are trying to talk.
Good morning, Mr. Peter. This is Daniel Timipore calling from Bayelsa.
Oh, welcome to the program, Daniel.
Is it the same monarchy that says she will lick our leaders' food?
Yes, sir.
At the US meeting that is being this rubbish?
Yes, sir.
The same monarchy will do broadcast at this one of our most powerful presenters, Aloze program.
Yes.
If she is listening to me, this is Major General Isaac Atakaboro II, the commander of 66 Brigade Battalion of the Biafran Army. Monarchy, your death sentence begins today. All the rest of your life, remain in that USA. Any day you step your useless foot on the soil of the United States of Biafra, that will be your end. It's not a threat, it's a promise. Mr. Peter.
Yes.
You see how grievous I'm becoming towards this useless, deceitful sabotage? You can see the level of my rage. That is why I don't want to mingle with somebody I don't know in the name of freedom fighting. We know them. They've killed so many of our brothers. So many of my brothers are fallen in the battlefield because of this useless sabotage. They pretend. That is the Yoruba attitude you are seeing. So nobody can deceive me. Would you believe, Mr. Peter, that even here that we are campaigning, only evangelism will not pick up ammo? If I tell you what people tell us on daily basis, sometimes to pour some people acid, people will hungry you. Oh no. God will not forgive that useless idiot who is insulting our leader. A woman for that matter. If I happen to be the husband of that moron, heaven bear me witness, I will divorce her this minute. I will divorce her this minute. And God will punish her. Munashi, any day you come on our radio again, thunder will strike you. Animal. To wait for our leader to speak this evening. And then that day we will march. Even Monashi family will not be spared. She should go and pray that Biafra do not come by violence. God bless our leader, His Excellency, Dr. Ebidowinam B. Israel Okukalu, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the United States of Biafra, the current incumbent King, His Majesty, the King of Afaruku Ibeku. Go and die, Monashi. God bless the United States of Biafra. And God bless you, our awesome veteran, Mr. Peter. You will live to see Biafra, while Monashi will rot in the prison yard that will be built after our leader's parents' name. That is where Monashi, Asari Dokubo, Edwin Clark, if he did not die till Biafra is restored, Edwin Clark and all their cohorts will rot in that prison yard. I will push for that peace till that thing is accomplished. Good day, Mr. Peter.
Thank you so much. All right, I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Please make it very brief. We don't have time anymore left.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Yeah. Welcome to the program.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. Loud and clear.
Okay. Okay, my name is Frank Obinamba. I'm calling from Trondheim, Norway, precisely. I've been listening to you, the whole thing that has been playing out all this while, especially about the women and all those things, I remember one woman, her name is Ipob, one of them. When I was listening the time our leader came to America, he was the one saying, "Now we have Ipob is na Mazi, Ipob is na Ipob, Ipob is na Nnamdi Kanu." I still remember that day. You were there that day. Even this monarchy and all those things, Coming to this man, Iruana, The man, I don't see anything in him. Somebody that went from IPOB going to lower Niger Congress and all those things, you see, that he doesn't have vision. You know, I don't even listen to what they are saying and all those, they are broadcast and all those things. But when I saw him move from, they were making noise in IPOB. When they left, now he's going to lower. From the, that's the time I realized that the man has nothing to offer. Do you understand me? Yeah. And coming again, you see, this Biafra, God knew exactly what He planned for us right from time. My brother, if you see most countries, they are being divided. You know, the people are being divided and put in another country. It's only Biafra. That's why God put us at the end of the river, the sea. So they were not able to carve us out.
Yes.
The British evil man, God knew exactly what. That's why He situated us that place. The only thing they started doing now is carving us out much more into the another state, you know, to northern state. But thank God, Nnamdi Kanu came. If not for Nnamdi Kanu, our elders, they would have told us finish. Those elders they are saying we should respect are those the ones that we saying we are going to vote Buhari Kaigeso. Those are the elders you want me to respect. Tomorrow, if I talk to them, you say I'm insulting elders. Those that have sold me out. You know, I saw one Igbo support IPOC and what Nnamdi Kanu does now. For them not to insult they say Nnamdi not to insult a political leader. Really, when Iyke from the pocketed the money meant for our road, you don't want me to insult him. Who is saying that, my brother? It's not head up. You know, if they do something, that is why it's called public office. If you don't want to insult, do not come out. Do not come out. Nnamdi Kanu has shown an example how it's going to be done. Everybody now is popping up and everything trying to castigate what we are doing. It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen. You know, I don't know if you saw the thing. Serima, all these northern youth, Arewa youth now, they are supporting the Southeast to be the president of Nigeria. Have you seen the right of?
I see things. I see things, but I don't read everything. I don't have time to read most of this garbage.
I read it. I was laughing, my brother. You know, now the Fulani wants an Igbo man to be the president of Nigeria. Don't you see we are doing a great job by a Fulani man to say that? My brother, I don't have much to say again. I just say kudos to all of you, all our elders. I mean, Biafran elders, all those rape. You people have made us proud. My brother, thank you very much.
Yes, we're all together. We're all together in this, my brother. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still here. Let me see if I can grab just one more call before we go. Let's take this one. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Turn down your radio, please, and speak to me.
It's already down.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead, sir. Make it very fast.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. No matter your time zone, I remain your humble brother, Mazi Ekuruke. I'm calling from Iguacha province. My veteran, Mazi Peters, God bless all of you in this great platform, propagating the everlasting gospel. I just want to make us understand this thing that is happening now. I'm hearing Irania because I don't know them and they will not know me. I don't see them before. I don't go to Facebook. I'm into Twitter. I will do my own job. All these things is expected if we have been following at least my statements and my calls and all these things, because Chukwu Kikabiyama give everybody gifts, so we have to use our own to make sure that Biafra is restored. It's made, and our leader also know it. That's my happiness for everything that is happening. He already knew that. He said the vultures will be gallivanting, they will be coming up. So he should not be surprised. We should be thankful to Chukwu Kikabiyama. And there is something being revealed to me. Even this Irania case and all the rest of them coming up, God, Chukwu Kikabiyama use it to reconcile Inakakus. I don't know. I'm seeing it in spirit. Some certain things that have happened, which maybe all of us, the people that are involved, we know that Chukwu Kikabiyama use these people, these evil men, Irania, to reconcile, to make IPOB more concrete. maybe we may not understand what is happening. What I want us to know now is, we are before they were talking restructuring, this, that. But I want to bring it to the understanding. Just tomorrow, you can quote me tomorrow. Time shall come when even referendum, Nigeria, even the world would have been praying how they wish that the referendum is conducted, because of what is going to befall the zoo and the people who are causing us this misery all over the world, wherever they be. Remember the Israelites, all the people that caused them, they caused the Holocaust or whatever, they are being hunted till today. All the people, both individual or God is bringing us up, exposing us, equipping us that there will be a time they will pray. All these people holding us hostage, both the Biafrans that are working with the zoo, Obasanjo, them and all the rest of them. Their time shall come when they will be praying. How they wish they allow us to go. They allow us referendum so that we will go. Because that time, Babangida is a big man. I think he's in wheelchair. Whatever anyone saw, he or she was raped. That is what I want everybody. Whatever you have done, especially when you shed innocent blood. Whenever I talk, go to me. I'm saying innocent blood, so that you not say you will stay there. Somebody will come and slap you and come and use a gun and point at you to kill you. You said, I don't want to shed blood. Though. It's innocent blood I'm talking of. When you shed innocent blood, you will never be forgiven. How much more when you kill children? You kill them and put them. That is hungry, kill them, and you say that Chuko Kikabiama will spare that country that does that. Impossible. They will be punished. That is why Chuko Kikabiama is making overwhelmingly so that the revolution will be inevitable.
Thank you.
You cannot kill children and go free. God bless you, my brother. God bless Biafra. In the name of Chuko Kikabiama, I declared. He said.
All right, this brings the end. I've shut down all the phone lines, so we're not taking any more calls. But what I need you to listen to is just this brave man that
wants to know about what's going on in Nigeria of today. Just like the guy who died in US, he lost a life. Every day we lose life in Nigeria, and they don't want to talk about it. Sure. I am a Nigerian by birth. I am a first Nigerian. Because I never wanted to be a Nigerian. Many of you who were born in the late 80s have seen or heard about the people of Biafra, the people of southern Nigeria, who lost 5 million kids and the world remained quiet up to today. After the Jewish genocide, the Jews lost 6 million people, and the world talks about it today. But we lost 5 million kids, and everything went on as normal. Until today, I tell you, we still lose our life in that contraption called Nigeria. The British created it. So like you guys gathered here today to talk about the guy from the US who died, I still want you guys to lend your voice to your government so that they can hear us and see our pains that we die every day in Africa.
All right, thank you very much. This brings us to the end of today's program. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Peters. Please stay tuned, don't go away, because Mazi Alozie is gearing to take over the podium at this time. And I know many of you want to still make calls, but unfortunately we cannot stay all day. There's time limit for each and every one of us. So now, whatever questions you need to ask, just listen to Alozie, give him your questions, and I'm sure he will be able to deal with it. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're going off the air this time. From me to you, Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.
In this episode of Black Talk Radio News, we will cover the freedom struggle of the indigenous people of Biafra. What? You never heard of Biafra, you say? Well, I had not heard of the nation of Biafra.
Kombonanga okeja zero.